Hi,
everyone.
now we're live.
Now we're live. Hold on.
What's up, everybody? Thank you so much for coming. You guys are so sweet. Let me say hi to everybody. I think I'm
Oh,
still early. Okay, no, I'm not.
all
All
right, I
right,
think we're
so
good.
this is
Uh,
Damien. If you didn't catch us on Chop Shop,
Hi, everyone.
and D, I'm just gonna say hi. I'm gonna give a little disclaimer thing, and then we'll get to what we're doing.
All
well,
right.
And Palmer, Pam Cakes, Chillin' Charlie, what's up? SMB, my beautiful elven goddess. Thank you guys so much for coming.
well,
Blue Crossroads. VNet. Yeah, Steve Stockton said he would produce the stream for me if I allowed him to put that thumbnail. So I was like, okay, why not? Jason
well,
Pritchard. What is that keeps doing that,
I
Damien?
don't know. I'm hearing that too.
Okay, I don't know. Whatever that is in the background, I don't think that's us. Jason Pritchard's EVPs are underrated. I think they're scary and fascinating. You wouldn't believe the stuff
well,
that we picked up. I think that's Steve getting ready for his other show. So just ignore that in the background. That's not EVP phenomenon.
well,
DC Joey, what is up? Jake Smith, what's up, sweetheart? Scott Taylor, yes, it is hilarious. Unbearing Chain, that's Damien. Lotus Girl, thanks for coming in. Ghost Dragons, hey, sweetheart.
well,
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
StreamYard.
yeah.
Doing that. Larry A, I don't know if I said hi to you, but hey, sweetheart. Grey Wolf, what's up? Lindsay, Richard Elmore, Gordium
well,
85. Wow, we have a nice crowd here. Thank you guys so
Good to
much.
see
Layla,
everybody.
yes.
Thank you for
Yeah,
coming out.
Lisa,
well,
Dylan, Diesel Girl, Scott Taylor, Blue Hair on Fellow Jersey Girl. All right, guys, I want to say really
well,
quick before we get started, and I'm sorry about that. That's Steve, that's not us. I'm gonna actually text him in a minute. James Weston,
well,
Weekend Coffee. Let me text Steve about that.
Let's get that
Um,
solved.
well,
yeah, and that's kind of what I wanted to say before we get started tonight. We are not professional ghost hunters. Um, hold on. There's a
We're here to
weird
have fun.
lady in the
well,
background from the stream talking every 10 seconds.
well,
Okay. Yeah, it is because we're talking about EVPs tonight, and then we have this voice in the background. But what I want to say is, Damien did try to get some of the white noise out. So this is white noise.
well,
Oh my God, that's so annoying. There is some white noise. It's like a like maybe 2 minute and some odd
well,
second or 3 minute and some odd second um, audio. And
well,
and there is a lot of white noise. So if that's gonna bother you guys, I'm sorry. This is for
So
fun.
sorry.
I did take some timestamps of things that I heard. And I just found out tonight that I can take Audacity and
well,
I can shut up and I can slow it down and kind of get us to hear it better. But what I want you guys to do, if you can, as soon as we get rid of the trial lady, when
well,
I play this, I want you guys to, if you can hear it, type in what you're hearing, and then I'm going to go through and tell you guys what I'm
well,
hearing. Okay, let's wait for Steve to handle that.
How's everyone's night?
Yeah, how you guys doing?
well,
Cassie, welcome.
I'm glad to be here. I'm happy Gemma had me out.
I always love when you come on with me.
well,
All right,
Ooh. Are we using like a trial?
I don't know what this
I'm
is.
confused what's going on here. Why this lady won't be quiet.
well,
Come on,
Yes.
Steve. You got this.
So how's everyone's night? Hey, Mom, Nicole Perone, Cassie, too much information, TD Dean. That is Mom
well,
in the chat. Mom, we're having some
No, we're
technical
having
difficulties
some
already.
trouble.
well,
Oh, when I turned my computer on, I got a one of those blue screens, like the blue screen of death earlier. I had to reset it.
Really?
Yeah, like right when I turned it on to start for this.
Trial by fire, exactly. I'm telling you guys, every single time we try to do something involving ghosts, EVPs, black-eyed kids, or fairies, the stream goes down. So, everyone, I know I don't have to tell you guys
well,
this. Just be nice. We're having fun. Again, if the white noise is going to bother you, I apologize, but oh,
well,
thank you. It's a fairy It's actually a huge fairy tree, and the leaves are pink up on top, but you can't see much of that. Thank you.
Trial.
As soon as she stops
Yeah,
saying trial,
as soon as that's
I'll
done.
play it. I messaged Steve twice, so thank you guys for your patience as well. I definitely appreciate that. Donna Messenger, hey, Mama Bear.
Gemma, did someone send you Red Bull?
Ghost Dragon sent me a
Trial.
case of peach nectarine Red Bull. The large cans too, my favorite. I'm gonna be hopped up. Mom, I know. Can you tell that's actually my mom? She's like, that's annoying. I literally just said that. Steve is producing the stream, but he's also on another show, so I don't think he realizes what's going on. Wow, Pam Smith, thank you so much for that super chat. All of that goes right back into the channel. Mainly, if I'm being real, it goes into tapestries and oracle decks, but
It's the channel. That's part of the channel.
It is. Thank you guys so much. And while I'm here, and I'm just gonna go like another 5 minutes talking, and if that's not fixed, I'm gonna just try to deal with it. I don't
Wait a
hear
minute.
it. Yeah, I think she's gone.
Wait a minute.
Yes, Steve.
Yeah. Thank you, Steve.
Steve is so sweet for producing this for me. He's on with Cisco. He really is the great Oz. Yes, you guys know how I feel about Steve, and Stemma is coming back eventually. So, yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play the audio just once, and then I'm gonna tell you guys what I hear. But I'm gonna play it. Let me know if you guys can hear it, like with my microphone better. This is all trial and error, but I really want you guys to hear these EVPs because I got crazy stuff like "come here, bitch," and you can hear us, mainly me saying like, "What do you want?" and someone says, "Your life." Someone just pops in and says, "Behold." At 1 minute.
Someone's singing at one point.
The angels, you guys, I don't know if you know that when you hear singing, it's angels. It's always a female sounding voice because that's what it sounds like to us. Larry A, thank you so much. You guys are so generous. And all we had was technical difficulties, and you guys still love us so much.
You guys are great.
Earbuds are in, volume is up. Okay, great. So again, I don't know if it's going to work better with my mic or if it's going to work better without, but let's just get started, okay?
Trial and error.
Trial and error. I'm going to be quiet. You will hear us talking, like me asking questions, or my mom had a really bad cold. I mean, we didn't plan on going public with it, but we're going to do it again when I go down the weekend after my birthday. So let me know. I'm going to put my mic right by the speaker, and I'm just going to let it play. I'm not going to talk. All right. If you can't hear it or something's going wrong, let me know. Who's here? He said, "Come here, bitch." Yeah, what do you say? Oh, bitch. Dude. Who's here? What was that? I'm talking over it. Who's here? Whoever's here, just tell me one more time, please. What do you want? What do you want here? Is there a gate here? Hi.
Oh, you're playing with fire.
What do you want? I have a hot dog and Coke. I don't know. Who's the shadow entity? Well, who are you? Who are you? The shadow entity. Oh, Jesus. You just want to know what you want. You're welcome. I heard you. Speak now so I can hear you. Who is the hooded figure?
What do you want?
Can you speak any clearer? Okay, I'm gonna go down for a little bit. All right. So, yes, it was a little bit hard to hear, but to be honest with you, I picked up things right now that I have never heard before.
Yeah.
I'm going to start, Damien, and then you can tell me some things you heard, and then I want to go back through the chat while you're doing that and see what you guys heard. So, I heard no one's here. Hi. Behold, really loud. I heard when I said, where's the shadow entity? I heard on the bed. At 2 minutes and 27 seconds, I heard help me. I had 2:22, I heard bitch. 2:48, I heard I don't know. 2:49, I heard talk about it. At 3:27, I heard Cindy. I also heard Kelly a couple of times. 18 seconds, I heard Angel singing. At 41 seconds, I heard someone say me. 42 seconds, I heard come here, bitch. 52 seconds, I heard dude. 58 seconds, I heard I am. At 106, when I said who's here, I heard Sonia. At 109, I heard hurt yourself when I said what do you want. 115, I heard I'm here. 125, I heard you. 132, when I said again, what do you want? I heard your life. And when I said who's the hooded figure, I heard like 6 people say me or I am. I'm going to give it to Ghost Dragons. He said he's going to break it down for me. And yes, they kept calling me a bitch. Damien, I know you didn't go through and write it down because you really didn't have the time, but anything stick out to you like that you heard too?
So I had to listen to it a bunch of times when I was trying to edit out all the audio and get rid of all the white noise. I tried my best, but it was just
I think you did a great job, actually.
So obviously, you know, I heard bitch, I heard come here, you know, heard the angel, or you know, the singing of some you know, the shadow entity. I was hearing me. I heard I did hear he's not here, but I also like it got in the audio, you probably can't realize it, but it got really quiet after that was said. So it's like, but then right after that you hear someone say me. So I'm not sure about what's going on with that, but it's really creepy. It's really freaky.
And if
audio.
you
Hold on.
listen to it, Cassie, thank you. Everyone, thank you. Because I think it sounds, compared to what we actually got, I used a necrophonic app and recorded it with my son's phone, with Damien's phone. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
we weren't planning on going public, but I thought this would be really cool. You want to hear coffee? I'm going to go for a walk with my dog and drink some coffee. But yeah, Parasolo, welcome. And exactly. Spook Cat, hey. Casey, welcome. Arlene, anybody I didn't say hi to, I apologize. But
what messed us up was that not only we use a necrophonic with the white noise, but then we recorded her phone with my phone. So sometimes I'm not near her, sometimes, you know, I'm a little farther away. So it's just, it really messed us. We didn't plan on going public, like she said. But it's kind of freaky audio.
Yeah, it really is. And I really would like to, if Ghost Dragons does it or if I do it, because I use Audacity anyway, and I just found out there is a way to do it. And I have so many people, you guys know, that would help me do this. But when help me or it's me, Diesel Girl, yeah. And that's why I want to break it down, because when we heard it like live, I heard a hot dog, I heard Coke, but then I heard something different. I did hear really faintly hurt yourself. And that's what scares me. And I think I've told you guys the background story of when I was laying in bed with my mom and my toddler, and something was sitting on my mom's leg, a shadow entity, and like this little pet thing was running back and forth. My son saw it and then immediately fell back to sleep, like unnaturally quickly for what he saw. He pointed to my mom's feet and yelled no, and then was back out like a light. And then my mom, when she threw her blanket at it, I saw it stay for a split second and then drop. And then my mom kept going to run out the room, and I'm watching this happen. She goes to run and she flies backwards into the wall. Then Damien came in and flicked the light on. He's like, what the hell's going on? My stepdad came in, who is a total skeptic, doesn't believe in anything. And he thought when my mom said there was some kind of animal, he's like, was it a raccoon? Was it a spider? Like, it didn't
In
even
her bedroom on the second.
Yeah, in her bedroom on the second floor, in a suburban area where like there's not really much. There's like a skunk that like haunts the place, but it didn't even occur to him paranormal. So it was scary. It really was. And just now I heard so much more that I didn't hear when I had even my headphones on. So that's what kind of creeped me out too. I can only decipher bitch, but I'm listening on my phone. Yeah, if you have headphones on, Ghost Dragons, conversations there too. And that's the thing, the really, really faint stuff, like when someone said Sonia, somebody said, and I remember hearing this in person, but I didn't pick it up on the recording. Somebody said, when I said, who's the djinn? Somebody said, don't tell them he's here.
Yeah.
Right, Damien? We heard something
So
like that.
we heard that immediately, and I was trying to think to say that, but I couldn't remember exactly what it was that we had heard. But we were
Yeah.
standing in the room, and I remember it came through the app, and it's like, no, don't tell them he's here. And then it was just because you can even hear in the audio, if you look at the sound bars, which you obviously, you know, we can't show, but if you see it, it goes super silent after she asks who's the djinn, who's the shadow entity, and
Yes.
then they say that, and then it goes really silent again, and then you hear someone say me, and then it just
Yes. So also what I was kind of getting to was when I went there 2 weekends ago to stay there, I was downstairs getting a drink, and my mother, all the bedrooms are upstairs, and I stay in my mom's room. So as I'm walking through the living room to go up the stairs, there's this like glass, I wouldn't really call it a china cabinet, but it's made of, it's mirror. Okay. I saw this giant hooded figure, which I recognize as Jinn, demon, genie. I've done several videos on them, and I'm also next week starting my shadow person book where I will be speaking about Jinn or talking about Jinn. But I saw it just standing there staring at me, but it didn't attack me. I am very religious, as a lot of you guys know, and I know that I'm protected by Jesus, and that's just me. So I really, it's not, I don't want to say I'm not scared of it because it's scary, but when I saw it, all I could think to myself was, you mother effer. You know what I mean? Like, it's terrorizing my family. I was more mad than anything else. And the night before that happened with my mother, I told her the next day, I said, I'm going to play it again, SMB. I told her the night before, the next day after I saw a shadow entity standing at the edge of her bed is the night that she had this experience with this djinn. So Really, really scary. I'm gonna play it one more time for you guys, and again, just tell me what you hear. We didn't really have a plan here. We kind of did this for fun. So, Blue Heron, that's a very good question.
Yeah.
Blue Heron wants to know, do you know the history of the house? Who could it be? So, I have this idea of there was a man who murdered Damien, his family or his wife.
Okay, so the actual person who he killed is slipping my mind, but he killed a member of his family.
I believe it
And
was
then I
his wife.
believe, yeah, that it was his wife.
I believe so, yeah.
Mom's in the thing. She'll tell us.
Yeah, and this is a house that's like a stone's throw from my mom's house, and I think what happened is with Damien, I know you don't like to talk about it and you don't have to, but Damien is a very, very stronger than anyone else in our family, actually, psychic medium. He just has, you know, walls up and he doesn't want to deal with it anymore. The poor kid's been dealing with it since he was like 3 years old. Probably beforehand, he just couldn't express it. And he's very powerful. And then I'm not as powerful as he is, but I actually try to open myself up more because I do the intuitive readings, but I'm trying to connect to source. Nicole, thank you. I know. Isn't he? And my mom is Native American, and I believe that she has blockages up too that she doesn't even realize that she has. So my toddler is, wow, like almost as much as Damien was at his age, 3.5. So I think my mom, my toddler, me, all in the same room, and then Damien in the room next door. I think our psychic light attracted this thing. And I think that's why it was sitting at my mom's feet. It wasn't touching her. She couldn't feel it sitting on her. She opened her eyes and it leaned in. And I think it was interested in the light because, the light will overtake the darkness. And maybe it thought we were there to get rid of it. The problem is my mom is really scared of it. Damien, in the middle of the night, you can't help but be scared of something like this. And Parasolo, I believe you're right. Fear and anger can feed them. I believe it made them sick. They've been getting sick a lot ever since this entity, um, you know,
Every week, one of us is sick. I was sick, then she got sick. Then no, I was sick. My dad got sick. Then I got sick again. Now my mom's sick. It's like
yeah.
we keep, and it's not like short lived. It's like week long sicknesses.
And like my mom, especially with like the recurring, like she just gets over a sinus infection and then 3 days later she has a sinus infection again. And I do believe it makes you very sick. So I do worry about them. Guys, you guys are so sweet. So if you want to put some earbuds or headphones on, I'm going to play it one more time.
Go ahead and
We
do
do
that.
need to set up a camera. I filmed a few videos. If you guys watch most of my videos or all of my videos, I filmed a few from my office in my mom's house. Isn't it crazy? I have an office in my mom's house and not in my own, but that's neither here nor there. But I was wondering, like, I was waiting for someone to tell me that they saw something. And somebody, I think it was Sirach, I'm not sure though, just said in the comments, he said, yo, where are you filming that? Because I'm in a studio and I have headphones on and I hear someone else talking, other people talking, and it's definitely not you, Gems. So I was picking up audio, just not video.
We could do a film next time.
Well, we're gonna have to just set something up on all those apps I downloaded. Damien, are you kidding me? There's got to be one with like a night vision.
Yeah, right. We'll
And if
find
not,
something.
I'd pay for it. It'd be worth it for me.
We'll figure something out. Definitely.
Grasselhoff, I didn't even see you come in. Yeah, I would really appreciate that. I'll send it to you. I'm gonna send it to Ghost Dragons. Anybody who
We're gonna
wants
pass it around.
Yeah, if you guys can do something with it and get more. My son's really good with tech stuff. I not so much, but this is a learning process for us. Again, we just kind of did it because I was interested in who was terrorizing my family. All right, I'm going to play it one more time for you guys. So if you have headphones, and I promise I'm not going to talk. I'm just really excited and hopped up on Red Bull. Okay. It's 4 minutes and 46 seconds, guys. Here we go. Who's here? Who's here? What was that? I'm talking over it. Who's here? Whoever's here, just tell me one more time, please. What do you want? What do you want here? Is there a gin here? Hi.
Oh, you're playing with fire.
Who's in here? What do you want? I had a hot dog and Coke. I don't know. Who's the shadow entity? Well, who are you? Who are you? The shadow entity. Oh, Jesus. You just want to know what you want. You're welcome. And you're demon. Speak now so I can hear you. Who is the hooded figure?
What do you want?
Can you speak any clearer? Okay, I'm gonna go down for a little bit.
Okay.
I heard a lot of like growling. I heard Tony too, and that scares me because that's an abusive ex-boyfriend's name who died. I heard Tony. I actually have it written down somewhere here. I did hear Tony. And
Okay.
I heard a lot of growling.
I heard me. I heard a lot of growling. I heard someone say, "I'm here."
When I said who's the hooded figure, I also heard like 7 people say me. Ghost Dragons, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, guys, if you have my number, text me and I'll email it to you. If you don't have my number, just hit me up at gemmajadeParanormal@gmail.com if you want a copy and if you could break it down for me. Monica, my son, Damien here, and I and my mother who's also in the chat as mom, 2 weeks ago took EVP at their house. I didn't expect to go public with it, so it's kind of messy and kind of dirted up, but crimson. But we're just trying to break it down. And I figured there would be at least one person, I didn't realize so many, that would be able to help us with it, because I'm wondering, I heard help me multiple times, and I heard help me. Sweetly Morbid Bear, I did hear Ed as well. I did hear a little girl 2 or 3 times. Or
I heard that a
kid.
couple times.
A little kid, right?
I heard a little kid a few times. When I heard someone say, "I'm here," I heard a kid's voice.
Oh, Nicole, you heard Damien? The only name I heard was Cindy and Kelly.
The screaming lady voice. Is she talking about the angel singing?
I think the angels, yeah.
I never really picked up on what it said. I just heard it singing.
Yeah, I heard again, no one's here. I heard hi. And there was definitely in there, I don't know if you guys heard it, someone went, dude.
Someone went, dude.
And all 3 of us went, dude. Because it was just really funny. Go, Teresa, anyone else, Monica, who just came in. If I missed you, sorry about that. Yeah, my mom is the best. Damien does live with my mom, so you'll hear him interchangeably call me Gemma and him on her mom, or sometimes me mom. We just go with the flow in our family, guys. He is my son. He's our son. He has 2 moms. He's lucky, okay? But I don't know, Damien, what do you think? What else? I heard, did you hear extra like that you didn't hear in person or in headphones? Because I definitely did.
So 100%. When I was in person, obviously, I mean, you're here and you pick up on it at the time, but you're talking, you're in the moment, you know what I mean? You're trying to listen for things, so you don't pick up everything. But when you really listen back, you know, like the bitch, I didn't know they said it more than once, but I definitely heard it more than once. Cindy, they said that multiple times. The "I'm here," you know, the growling, we didn't hear that at first. You know, the only thing that really, at first, there's the only part of it that really creeped us out was the angel, and then we started listening back, and every time we listen back, it's like we picked out more. And then, you know, now we have this, and it's definitely freaky.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have to live there. I mean, I'm coming to visit for a while soon.
Yeah.
I'm probably just gonna hang out with you guys for like 2 to 3 weeks, but I don't really fear it. I don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm not afraid. Like
it hasn't hurt us yet. So
except that it's making you all sick.
Except that it's making us sick. I do believe that, because I don't understand. There's a lot of circumstances that just don't make sense.
Blue Heron, my son, like I said, is a very powerful psychic medium. And Damien, I think even though you do have those guards up, she wants to know, do you feel the energy changes, the heaviness?
Even in, I was actually about to answer that immediately, because I thought it was, I like informing. So like a room like this right now, even just being in here, I feel so heavy, like a weight on my shoulders, just because I don't, like, it just always feels like there's someone around watching, especially in this room. But the thing that makes me, that I figured out how I could tell that I was, you know, in somewhat psychic or whatever, I could tell because when I go into different rooms, I can feel the change. I can feel either the weight lifted off my shoulder, or I can feel, you know, a temperature change, or just I can breathe easy in another room. And, you know, it can be a room right next to this one. So it's like, it's different. I definitely notice changes in the air, changes in, oh no, I'm just slouching. It's
Larry, oh my gosh. Like, first of all, 9 Lives of Sandy. I will email you my address. Definitely. Thank you so much. That's amazing. Thank you. Larry A, yes, I was hearing multiple people speaking at the same time, and that was the problem. It was like, that's why, like I said, if any of you can help, if we could slow it down. But someone just said something, it looks heavy in there, and Damien, it really does. It looks, and it's not just the blue light, because I noticed it in person too, because you were always in your room when I come to visit, so I never,
she got to see my room for the first time after being in
but
your house.
before you showed it to me, you had your door open, so I just like peeked in quick, and you didn't have that light on, and it still looked like foggy. And Damien said that when he lays in bed at night in the dark, don't you, like, you know, people are in there with you?
It's pretty much, it's like if you were just it's like if you were just like sitting on a bench and you know that there's someone sitting next to you. It's like I'm in there and it's like there's just people. Like I just know that there's either someone watching, and I'll close my eyes and I'll just feel it, or I'll hear something out in the hallway that doesn't make logical sense to hear footsteps in a house where there's two people who sleep right in two rooms next to each other.
Exactly. James Weston, you said that, and I swear that's one of the main things I've said to my mom, and I think Damien, you've even said it
Yeah.
a bunch of times
Yeah.
too. James Weston said, my girl said something that made a lot of sense. If you're a ghost and nobody can see you, then someone finally sees you. Wouldn't you want to follow and communicate with them? It's not like the spirits, like the girl, Sonia. There's definitely a little kid. There's somebody saying, there's multiple people saying, help me. I would love to go in there and cross those spirits over. I know how to do that. But it's the person calling me a bitch. It's the person who knows my full name. Okay. They said my first and last name, my last name once, but my first name multiple times. Someone told me at 1 minute and 9 seconds, or someone told us, cut yourself. And when I said at 1 minute and 32 seconds, what do you want? Someone said your life. Yeah, and Andrew and Gnomes Trucking Express, welcome, and definitely. Other times it's like walking into cobwebs or ectoplasm. It really is. It's like trying to walk through water. I go slow motion. Do you know what I mean? Filthy, what's
Yeah,
up?
that's pretty much exactly what it feels like. It's trying to walk through water. You feel like you constantly have a weight that's just like pushing you back.
DC Joey, I think that's what we're going to do next time. Like I said, this time it was just like we were bored and we're like, man, that'll be fun. We really didn't have like a plan. Like now I know we would plan it out. Like, what are we going to ask? We have to be super quiet. We were kind of just, I don't want to say doing it for fun, because we knew we were going to get EVP.
Yeah.
I was hoping to get more. Lynn LeBlanc, Marade, I did not say hi to my wifey, and somebody
Sweetie
else
Morbid,
came in.
I do not have any pets.
Fear food. Yes. They want your fear food. And I was saying that to my mom. I think there's something in there, whether it's the same thing. There's at least one entity that's feeding not only off the fear, because I think, Damien, at this point, it's not that you don't get scared, but I think you're like me, where you're just like, well, this is happening,
Yeah.
because we both are around spirits so much. My mom, I believe, is afraid of it, because she's like, what the hell? There's this demon thing in my room, and it really does kind of pick on her. But I think it's feeding off her fear, and it's feeding off the sickness that it's causing in the house.
My mom is very, very like native. Even if you saw a picture, like very Native American blood. Well, technically, Gemma's mom, whatever, very Native American blood, and it's like I do definitely believe that there's something with that kind of ancestry that goes back, and that just links them to this land, just links them to everything that happens on it, and gives them ultimately. I believe she has those powers that she likes, just like that she just doesn't know. She just
If she would
doesn't.
recognize them, she doesn't want to know.
I don't
And
think. Yeah.
another thing Mom said, I think there's definitely a portal in that house in the attic. I'm not going to say where, obviously, but it's an old shore town in technically central New Jersey, but I think it's considered South Jersey. It's a very old town. When my mom first moved in, her landlord left this big evil eye. And she's like, why would someone do that? And she's like, oh, it's to ward off spirits. I believe there is a portal in the attic. We didn't go up there. Next time we are definitely going up there. But my mom said it's everywhere I go. And I think that's because the attachment, some of it is to my mom.
I have a theory.
What's that?
So I actually messaged you about it. So, is it? I've heard in the past that mirrors are supposed to be portals.
Yep.
Is that still well believed? Because
it could be depending.
I have in my thing that, because the attic is also our main source here that we're thinking that it's coming from. And even in the old house, it used to stem from her room back there, or at least I used to believe it did. And she has this giant mirror that just always freaked us out.
Yes.
And always made us think it was a portal. That mirror is currently in the attic.
Oh my God, is it? Mom.
Yeah.
Oh my God. First, I want to say my mom said I get sick when I go in the attic. SMB, hold that thought, because I really believe that's true. Mom,
She
I
kept
didn't
the
know.
mirror. She insisted
Yeah.
on it.
You insisted on it. Do you know why? Because whatever's attached to that mirror has a small amount of possession over you. First of all, when my mom first showed me the house, you know, you give a house tour. It was her new house. I think it was back in June was the first time I was there. And we went up into the attic, and my mother literally was shaking. She couldn't breathe. She was trying to talk normal, but I was like, "What's wrong?" And the minute we came out, you walk into the most active room, the spare room, right? And then you walk up the attic steps. So I think there's a correlation there between the attic having the portal and now I know the mirror and the most active room because they're coming down into that room. But also my stepfather, um, just so no one's confused, that's who Damien calls dad. So if he says dad, he's talking about my stepdad. Um, so he doesn't believe in any of this. My mom's been with him like 30 years. Amazing guy, but like I said, he immediately thought raccoon. Like anybody else would think, in my opinion, paranormal.
But he sleeps in that room.
He did, but that was what I'm getting to. He sleeps in that room, and Damien, didn't he like start sleeping with the light on or something?
So my dad, he's always been a skeptic. The only thing one time he had an experience that he to this day said that he doesn't have an explanation for, but that room, the spare room, what's it called? He was sleeping in there for a while when we first started, and then now it's like when he would sleep in there, he would always make us like I used to have an old lamp in my room. And he asked me for it. So I'm like, why do you want the lamp? And I brought it in there. And now every night he goes to sleep with either the lamp on or he'll go to sleep downstairs on the couch. And his excuse for it is just, oh, I wasn't tired. Because there's no TV in the room. He refuses to let us put a TV in there either because he said he doesn't want to spend that much time up there.
DC Joey, Damien is stronger than all of us put together, but it got to the point where it was really affecting his, mental health. It was constant visitation from people that, Damien, when he was like 4 years old, we'd pull out pictures. We'd just be, me and my mom listening to music, reminiscing, going through pictures. And Damien would come up out of nowhere and be like, "Oh, I know who that is. That's great grandpa," and great grandpa's been deceased since 1972. Damien was born in 2004. How do you know that? "Oh, he sits on my bed at night and shakes his drink at me." Things like that. Damien, I mean,
see him playing cards at a
yeah.
table.
I mean, and that's only one example of like 100 I can give you guys. Very gifted, very special. I was like that when I was younger, but not to anywhere near that degree. My son RJ is getting there already at 3.5. We can sage it, but Nicole, the problem with sage is if you don't do it exactly the right way and use exactly the right kind of sage for what you're doing or say exactly the right intention, and if you're scared when you're doing it, you could end up actually having the opposite effect and trapping the entity there. You really have to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
My thing is, Mom, I'm going to shake the crap out of you for bringing that mirror. That mirror, most of the activity that went on in that house went on again in the guest bedroom. But
Every
next
single
to
one
the
of these
guest
people can hear
bedroom,
you. No, but they can all hear you. Every single.
Mom, you want to say hi?
You want to come here and say hi? No, come here. Here we go.
That's my mom. Mom, they can literally hear you.
She went to the other room to go put a shirt. Go put in what's it called? Yeah. She had a blanket on.
But Sweetly Morbid Bear, yeah, I agree. And I want to tell that to my mom too, because I've been thinking that. I think my grandmother as well.
I believe that mirror is the source of all this.
But I believe that my mom is definitely some kind of medicine woman. And I believe that's why these entities fear her. They don't know that she doesn't know that. She's going to come back. She's going to come back and say hi. But what I was saying was the bulk of the activity in that place went on in the spare bedroom, which was right next to a big walk-in closet with a crawl space in the top. And it's just a crawl space, but we'd hear people running back and forth, little kids playing. And right across from the closet was this mirror.
Once over there.
Hi, everyone.
You're gonna come up here in a minute, but
if
hi everyone, this is Mom.
StreamYard, Damien, you can see in real time. Hey,
yeah,
Mommy.
This is real time. That's the stream over there, and then here's the chat.
That's my mom.
But Ma, tell her why you brought that mirror. Why'd you even bring that to the house?
That's the mirror that attaches to my big dresser. Now, when I moved here, I had it off. and I didn't want it in my bedroom. So the best place I thought to put it was up in the attic.
No.
And I never thought about it. It's up there. So maybe I should get rid of it, but I don't want to because it goes to my
No.
dresser.
I'm gonna find a way to cleanse it, not
You
with
could probably
sage.
cleanse it. You don't have to
We'll
like smash
cleanse
it.
it. Damien and I will be able to do it because Damien and I especially Damien has a
I
gift.
can't
If I
hear
can
her.
find
Oh,
something.
she can't hear you.
Oh, because you have headphones in.
I
Well,
have
tell her-
headphones on.
Tell her
Oh,
what
he's
I'm.
back in the room.
All right, Ma, I'll see you. All right.
Wait,
Love
wait.
you.
Tell her.
Love you.
Wait,
Bye,
wait.
guys.
Tell
Hold
her
on,
that
Ma.
we tell her that we
Hold
think
on.
she's a repressed medicine woman.
We think you're a repressed medicine woman, and we're gonna try to cleanse the mirror.
Yeah, we can do that.
Tell her I love her.
She loves you. All right, guys, there you go. A little cameo.
Little cameo.
Okay, yes, so James, you got it right. That's Gemma's mom's Damien's grandma, but I call her my mom.
A lot of you guys know I had a bad addiction. So Damien was raised by my mother and stepfather. So he calls me Gemma and he calls my mom, and my stepdad, dad. It's a little confusing, but my mom did all the mom stuff and raised him. So she's mom. So for anyone that's confused, yes,
I'm
we
glad
both
we
call
were able
her
to get her
her
in
mom.
here and get her
Yeah, and you
input on
guys
that.
finally got to meet her and we finally got to see. But Damien, honestly, I think that there's a negative attachment to that mirror with her.
It's always, I used to look in that mirror, there'd be a picture in her room. She has a lot of Native American pictures because she has statues. She's huge into the culture of it. And I used to look, and she said it too. She said it to me on a completely different occasion. She's like, if you look in the mirror and she used to have a picture on her wall. If you look in the mirror and you look at the picture would it would be a completely different picture.
Yep,
And on two
I knew
separate
it.
occasions, she mentioned it to me and I mentioned it to her, and without even like we both had the same experience.
Yep. Nope. I definitely believe that. Mark Longoria, Chad Smith, welcome you guys. Wow, we have a full house. So everybody, do you guys have your headphones? Do you guys have your earbuds? And Sweet Morbid Bear, I'm going to talk to her about it in person. I'm going to look a lot of this up. Really get into it. We're going to come back on eventually with the next EVP, try to have it a little more cleaned up. I'll know how to slow it down by then, play it piece by piece. But we wanted to hang out with each other. We missed each other anyway. And Jake Smith, I already said hi. But
I had an idea. If you guys eventually we could do a stream, if you guys would like a ghost encounter kind of thing, because I have a backlog of like stories.
We should do that because I have some that I wrote down for the book that I just handed in. Spooky Bear, welcome. You can tell some, I can tell some, and I also need a bunch of those for not the next book, but not for like until the end of the year.
That's the last book, right?
For my last book. Well, the last book for now. I know I'm gonna be contracted for more because I'm just kidding. Infinite Psychosis. Hi. You guys are so amazing. So are you guys ready? One more time. I'm gonna play it. It's about 4 minutes. Pop in your earbuds and your headphones. I can't put mine in because then obviously you guys won't be able to hear. But
Gemma, my mom insists at the point where she just came into my room and said that she hears talking downstairs.
You can pause out.
We're gonna play the audio, right?
Yeah, so go and do that.
I'll be right back, guys.
Go ahead, sweetie. Just mute yourself so we don't hear you. All right, so I'm telling you, and my mom is not the type of person like, my mom wants it to stop. She's not like me. Like I get excited about it. Damien does have really great energy. And you'll meet him in person when I get my beach house. 405 Soul Survivor. All right, guys, I'm going to be quiet and I'm going to play it one last time. Headphones, earbuds, whatever you got. Listen carefully. We got No One's Here. Hi. Listen for Behold. I really want you guys to hear that one at 152. All right, let's do this. I'm also not typing because you'll be able to hear my bracelets bangling. So if you have questions, just save them for after. All right, guys, here we go. Who's here? Who's here? What was that? I'm talking over it. Who's here? Whoever's here, just tell me one more time, please. What do you want? What do you want here? Is there a gym here? Hi.
Oh, you're playing with fire.
Who's here? What do you want? I had a hot dog and Coke. I don't know. Who's the shadow entity? Well, who are you? Who are you? The shadow entity. Oh, Jesus. You just want to know what you want. You're welcome. I heard you. Speak now so I can hear you. Who is the hooded figure?
What do you want?
Can you speak any clearer? Okay, I'm gonna go down for a little bit. Okay, I have a few things, Damien, and I'm gonna let you talk. I know I've been kind of dominating the conversation. I don't
No,
want to.
I'm having fun.
I'm just so used to it. Mr. Crawley, I just got your message. Exactly. If you could help me do that, that would be great. Big Willie, my fire bearded, awesome, one of the, I don't want to say co-host, one of the other hosts from the After Hour Show on Spaced Out Radio stopped in to say hi. Thank you so much. Lynn LeBlanc, if you're feeling nauseous, you should step out, honey. It might be getting to you. Do you know what I mean? It something might, you never know. It's not that I don't want you here, but I don't want anyone getting any attachments or getting sick because of the stream. And James Weston, yes, I keep hearing multiple voices. I definitely heard Tony, and to be honest with you, I believe that is my, like I said, abusive ex, who did pass of a brain aneurysm in January of 2020. I heard someone growl really loud and say, "No one's here." I heard growling, singing that was angels because angels sing, but Larry A, yes. I heard something like that too. Something about one of the entities said something about little girl. I don't know if I heard give me that little girl singing, but I would like to hear that. I heard my mother's real first name, which I don't want to say. A lot of you know it already. I heard death. I heard I don't want to talk about it. And I heard the word Damien at least twice. Yeah, I should have told you guys to put up your guards, put up your light, because that's what I had to do. I wasn't even thinking. Lynn, have a great night. I'm sorry, sweetheart.
Oh.
What's up, Connor? My old husband from another life, Mr. Bigfoot and on. So, Damien, I mean, what else, honey?
I mean, it's just what's it called? I just you know, that clip entirely, it's just chilling. I mean, you got people here saying that they don't feel too. It's just the fact that you don't expect to pick something like that up, but I mean, we went through here. We wanted to catch something, but I mean, I'm hearing stuff in there that I wouldn't even. I mean, I would have never thought. And I'm gonna be honest. I think that no matter where the attachment comes from, whether it's the mirror or whether it is. I think it is getting worse.
Yep,
it is getting
it's
stronger.
getting
Definitely.
stronger.
I think it's just with all the hardships my family's going through right now. It's feeding off of all the bad.
Right.
That's a lot of bad energy in the house right now, and it's just. It makes you scared. It makes you scared because, she can't see the thing. So I'm not, I see something walk out of a room. It creeps you out.
And I just want to be clarified. Damien does see it, but he really doesn't say it because my mom does get scared. I mean, do you?
I don't like to tell her.
Right. And I totally understand. Damien will be like, if you go to walk down the stairs, like, don't walk down there yet. And then we'll know that something's at the bottom of the stairs and to just wait and like not ask. And that's why I also feel bad, Damien, for you, because I know that even though you put those blocks up, you can still see them. And yeah, I was going to say just a little bit. I'm not going to get into the whole thing. A couple of you know, because I've been kind of venting to you. But my mom said, I believe it made my husband sick. Now, my stepfather, if you picture Tony Soprano, they even have the same missing tooth. My stepdad just lost a little weight. My stepfather has been in the hospital. And again, I don't want to talk about it too much because I don't want to upset. This is supposed to be lighthearted with that thing I'm not allowed to mention on YouTube. He just had a kidney transplant. It's not going well at all. And Damien's biological father died suddenly 2 or 3 weeks ago. My best friend of 26 years. This tattoo is of him. I have a tattoo here on my heart of him. He has a matching one here. But he passed suddenly of what I believe was an overdose. But I think that they purposefully got rid of the man of the house, not realizing how powerful my son is. I believe that if Damien really wanted to at some point, Damien, I think you could really do some damage to the spirit world as far as negative and lower vibrational entities if you wanted to. And if not, I really would like to see if I can find some ways for you to you're never going to get rid of it. It's always going to be there, but not have to always feel so oppressed wherever you go. Like, I know I feel it a lot of the time just walking through the grocery store. Like, I know something standing in the frozen food aisle. I mean, I know you have to feel it.
I've had to open it up a lot more recently, just trying to get this thing out. Because I feel like the only way to get it gone is to communicate with it in some way.
Well, I believe that we can, like I said, the girl or woman, Sonia, the 1 or 2 little kids I was hearing, I believe that we can cross them over. I can cross them over. But as far as there's a lot of growling, there's a couple of different voices saying, help me. There's entities talking over each other. There's people telling me to hurt myself, cut myself. Or us. I mean, I don't know who.
It definitely seems that they haven't spoken in a long time. They were very anxious and they all really wanted to speak at once.
I'm also, yeah, coming to your power. It's calling for all of us right now to do so. Yeah. And I think that the next time I'm there, what I'm going to do with my mom's permission, because it is her house, is go into the attic and close the portal. I've been reading up. I hate saying it because it's called witch school, but I think that just to make it a novelty. But I've been taking courses every spare chance I get. I'm paying for it. It's called witch school, but it's to become a high priestess eventually, to become a regular priestess. And I'm learning all kinds of spells and all good white magic. And how to do things like this. I even took the unicorns class because, it's not just about unicorns, but I think that I can cross some of them over. And I really do believe I can close the portal. It's something like brick dust. Like you get 2 bricks and bash them together and you collect the dust, coffee grinds, eggshells. We saw it in that one show, but I looked that up and that's actually, yeah, that actually works. Putting that on the windowsills. My mom says my landlord knows what's up with the house. Every time I ask her about it, she giggles. Oh, that's what I wanted to tell you guys
Oh,
about the
Jane,
djinn. So
the
the
Jin.
djinn are a legend, like we call it genie, but it's not genie like from Aladdin. They're actually very evil and they're from hell. They're a type of demon, but they're like so ancient that most religions and faiths and just people in general that know about it believe that they like are before demons, like they were the original evil, like that took over Lucifer and made him do what he did. This is the legend of the jinn. Okay, powerful, older than ancientness, right? Ancientness, I don't know if that's a word, but you guys know me. So they're from, I don't want to say Muslim countries, but like the Arab Emirates and Iran, Iraq, and Turkey, a lot in Turkey. My mother's landlord is from Turkey originally, and her son or sons, I'm not sure, still lived there. Jinns are notorious for causing car accidents. Luckily, my mother and my son doesn't drive yet, and my mom, though she has her license, doesn't really drive much. So the landlord, Jane, about 6 months ago, maybe a little more, a little less, give or take, her son died in a car accident in Turkey. Jane, I believe, had just come back from Turkey and got into a very bad car accident where she broke pretty much every bone in her body. And the first thing she says to my mom is, "When's your daughter's next book coming out?" When she was able to talk. But my mom, yes, I believe that she knows. I believe that's why she left that evil eye there. I think when we told her the Jinn story, she was very interested and fascinated, but I don't think she understands the severity of the situation. And I think that my mom should, when Jane is feeling better, Mom, I believe you should really
on the phone and tell her that I'm on with Cindy, please.
What happened?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. I think that she should really sit down and break it down for Jane and let her know, like, hey, this is what's going on. Yeah, they can be good or bad, Nicole. You're absolutely right. And I always forget that because my experiences with them have always been very negative. Taylor Stryker, welcome. And she says, my coworker from Puerto Rico said she saw tatas one day in her house. It was the ugliest, scariest looking thing she's ever seen. And I believe her because she's hella religious. I would never lie. I believe all of you. I take all of you at your word because I want you to do the same for me. And I know I'm authentic and so I believe you.
You guys are a great audience.
Yeah, I love them. Landlady has been up to something in the past. Ann Palmer, exactly. I don't think she did anything. The house, it's really interesting, was bought from a Sears catalog in like what, 1930?
And yeah, a very long time ago.
You order the houses
And they
and
come, yes, and they bring you the lumber, and they
yeah.
build it for you right there.
Taylor Stryker, I'm going to look into those and I'll probably do a video on them when I do my bizarre or demonic creatures. Thank you for that because I've never heard of it. So that's how old this house is. But I think with the murder happening right around the corner, I believe there's more to it. There's a funeral home right across the street.
There's a church across the street.
Church across the street on the other side. My mom sees a ghost dog, and I believe her that she sees it walking in a straight line, kind of hovering above the ground a little bit, not walking, sniffing or like dogs do. But the funeral home, there's a back corner window that when my mom and I go out to vape, she goes out to smoke at night. We always see someone walking back and forth. Well, my mom drove by it, and that window is like you can't see through it, whether it's day or night. I don't know what it is, if there's like if it's just blacked out or if it's where like
Yeah,
probably they do something with the
they
body.
probably
So
have something below it. Yeah.
yeah, so there's a lot going on, and then you go 2 blocks up, 3 blocks up, and there's all these stores and like a shopping mall. So
The
Roger Blair,
entire yeah.
welcome.
The entire area though is known to be spiritual, so it's like it is very possible that the town itself could just be a bad energy, and then maybe it just coincided itself with the portal that we already have.
I believe no, nobody dies at a funeral home, but sometimes the spirits won't cross over right away. They'll follow along with their bodies. And wherever there's death, even if the soul's already departed, because especially a funeral home, people are there crying, mourning, in pain. Entities that feed off that are going to flock to funeral homes. Taylor, I understood what you said, honey. No worries. She lived there before my mom. I think she probably has some experiences. I think maybe she might not realize that it's something so terrible as what it did. I believe 100% that it's the cause for my stepfather. How do you have 3 people in a house, and they all go to the same places, do the same things? My son's like me. I don't want to say a shut-in, but a shut-in. So he doesn't go anywhere extra. Do you know what I mean? And except to work. But how is he the only one that got this? Do you know what I mean? They all go to the stores together.
He
It's
drives
just,
me to work every day. I'm in the car
yeah,
with him, but somehow he's the only one that gets sick. It doesn't make
they're
sense.
together in an enclosed space. Do you know what I mean? And it's just so strange that he would be the one to get it when he was already the weaker, as far as health wise, one in the house. Is it attacking all of them like this? And that's what makes me scared. My mom has lung disease, and you're only 17 years old, But the thing is, they can't just move. Nicole, it's been up. It's still up. Damien, tell them about the cable guy.
Oh, so the cable guy came here, and so I'm so sorry. The whole story. So I know he came here and he was drilling. He drilled a hole in the floor and he sent the cable down. And then what did he mentioned something to my mom, right? Or I don't. I'm
Oh, you
sorry,
want
Gemma.
okay. No, that's okay.
This
James,
story slips my mind a little bit.
that's where the window is. So when my mom, I was just trying to give you a chance to talk. When my mom first moved in, when my mom, Damien, and my stepfather first moved into the house, they had to have the cable hooked up. And I think they have Fios or whatever, but the cable guy came and he was like, "Oh, I'm not going in your basement by yourself."
Oh yeah. I had to go down to the basement with him.
He was like, "I'm not going down there by myself." My mom was like, "What?" And I don't know if he said, "Mom, did he say he had been in your house specifically?" Or he was like, "Oh, I know about the basements in this town. I've seen something."
It was not our house. It was another house it was another house. And the guy for the cable company, it was another house, right, Ma? It wasn't ours.
Yeah, I think he said yeah.
And he came here and he said, yeah, there was in the other house. And what? He saw something and he ran out the house or something like that. He saw something at one of the jobs he was working. Yeah, and I had to go in the basement with him because he ran out. He was
At first, I was like, this guy wanted my 16-year-old son to go into a basement with him.
Yeah, no, but I was 16 at the time. But I went down and he was telling me the story. And he's like, I went to this guy's house, and it was this. And I saw this. And he said he literally on the job ran out of the house. And and then he's just like, bye.
Yeah, it just leaves you with that. Taylor Stryker, would you mind emailing me everything you're saying in the chat? Because I'm missing it, but I'm catching little pieces. I would love to speak to you, maybe get this story for a listener encounter, or just to have it personally so I can know it. It's Gemma Jade Paranormal at gmail.com. My Aunt Cindy is in the house. That's my mom's little sis. Aunt Sin, they did say Cindy multiple times. Guys, what do you think? One more time?
Let's run it
You
back
definitely
again.
are an elf in Sweetly Morbid Bear. Those Lantern Oracle cards with the warrior women, I don't know, something about them remind me of you. Oh, he did say he was there.
It was our house. Okay, it was our house.
He didn't go running out of your house. He went running out of a different house, but he said he wouldn't go into the basement because he was like, "Oh, I've been here before. I'm not going in that basement by myself."
Okay, I remember.
In my mom's basement, there's no weird energy at all, right? I mean, did you get anything off there?
I don't get anything from that basement, but I'm always down there with other people. So I don't go down by myself. So I can't really tell you unless I can take a reading by myself.
Right. I don't go in any basements by myself. We should do like from like the
Basements, yeah.
BuzzFeed Unsolved, where they'll go through the house together and get like EVP. One of them's a skeptic, one of them's a true believer. And then they each got to spend like, 4 minutes in the room where someone was murdered in the dark by themselves with nothing but their camera. And like we should, because I wonder, you brought up a really good point. Let me just put my email in
We
there
should
real
do an
quick.
ad. I think we should do some sort of, if there's plugs up there, we should do an attic stream.
Hold on one second. Let me type in my email. But you brought up a really interesting point. I didn't feel anything in the basement, but I was not down there alone. And we should do that. Maybe we should. I'm gonna see what I can do about getting. I know Ray has some recorders. If they're good quality, I'll bring them. If not, I'll just have to hit up the basement at like 3 a.m. and hit up I'm not afraid to do it because I want so bad to help to know what I don't know why I'm not as scared.
One
I
thing
think
I'd
I
like,
know I'm protected by Jesus.
thing I'd like to mention also is that I may not have felt anything going down there by myself, and she didn't, but my mom refuses to go down by herself.
Yeah, she wanted me to go down so she can do laundry. And then when I got caught up working, she waited until the next day. And she hadn't done laundry in a while because she hadn't been feeling well. And she like actually didn't even care. She just waited till the next day. And the only reason she went down was because you were in the shower and she's like, oh, he's gonna need a robe. And she didn't want so
because I have to go down with her. Dad had to go down with her. She just will not go down there. That's one place she does feel some sort of omen down there.
The guy said, my mom said that he said it was some sort of doctor's office. Now think about some sort of doctor's office in the 1930s and 40s. Do you guys, I'm not allowed to say it. Please don't say it in the chat, but you guys know what I mean. My mom's bedroom light is blinking. I believe that the whole time I worked, and you guys know me, if you know me, I'm a workaholic. I was working the entire time. The one video I filmed, Damien was actually sitting across from me. I was just working the whole time.
I was behind the camera.
My office, where they both see the shadow entity the most when they're sitting and watching TV, it's like my office is like off the living room. I guess it would be kind of like a dining room if you were having like a big party or whatever, but it's like a dining party room or whatever. And the lights just were going insane the whole time I was in there. I think basements have weird energy, especially if they're subterranean. If you want to get into, how they buried people back in the 1700s. I mean, the town you lived in, I got to look at when it was founded, but I don't know. You can really, I really tried looking for information on your address, but I couldn't find it. Mom, if you get one and I get one, we can do the attic and the basement without having to be in there. Oh, guys, I wanted to tell you one more thing. I mentioned it on the Chad Smith podcast the other night, but some of you might not have been there. So here's what, and I'm not reading much of the chat, so don't think I'm ignoring you. I'm just trying to think. And I'm hopped up on Red Bull. So, yep, totally lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah. Number one, when I was gone, I was speaking to my 3.5-year-old. I stayed from Friday night until Sunday night. And on Saturday morning, I was speaking to my 3.5-year-old. And he said, I miss you, Mama, all this stuff. And he said, Mama, I slept on your pillow last night and Daddy slept next to me. Because normally me and my toddler and I sleep in one bed. And his father sleeps in another bed across the room. All three of us just, he's 6'5" and whatever. So no room. My 3.5-year-old's 4 foot tall.
No room at all.
Yeah, no room at all, even in a king size bed. So anyway, plus my toddler sleeps this way, the other way.
Yeah.
So my pillow is next to the window that faces the front of the house where the road is. The road that I live on has no street lights, no sidewalks. I have 2.5 acres of property, and next to me is no-build wildlife preserve land where you just go all the way back. It's just woods everywhere around me. Woods. And my son told me, he's 3.5. He doesn't, know how to lie. He knows I work on the computer, which he thinks I'm on TV for a living, but he doesn't understand extraterrestrials and all that. James Weston says the story gave me chills. You told it last night. I couldn't remember. I know I did tell it. So he told me, and I can't remember exactly, but it was something like, Mama, there was a big light shining in our yard in the window by the bed, by your pillow. And I couldn't sleep. And he was And then his father had said something like, yeah, it was lighting up our entire yard and it started circling all the windows in the house. It was coming right through the window and it was there for so long, like an hour or two. And I wrote down exactly what they said. I had it in front of me last night, but I don't have it now. And he was like, and there was obviously like, no, it wasn't a plane. I mean, this was so bright. It lit up the entire front yard and like half my bedroom. And my windows are those really small windows that like you can't even buy curtains for. That's why I don't have curtains. That's why the light was able to come through. But it's not a well-traveled road at night. It's very back roads. Like I said, no sidewalk, no street lights. Okay. Ghost Dragons, I will definitely talk to you when I'm done. So what the heck was in my front yard? I think ever since I got into the extraterrestrial community, that something's going on there, a visitation. And there was one more thing I wanted to talk about as well, but I talked myself stupid. Guys, I'm going to play it just one more time. See if you can, I know we've listened to it multiple times, but one more time before we're going to end in about 20 minutes. Gemma, get a Saint Christopher medallion. I was given one at 16 when I first started driving, as was every child in our family. You absolutely should have one in your car, as well as when RJ grows up, get one. Yeah, Damien, I had to get you one too.
It's a St. Christopher medallion.
Yeah, I'll have to look into it. I think putting recorders in the attic in the basement is going to be a good idea.
That'd be good. I think, you guys would like that. Plus, it'll give us a little more insight to what's going on. Because now that we know that this is an actual, paranormal case going on, we can try to do something, about it. Because honestly, it's you don't know. We don't know how bad it's gonna get because, the way it's looking, it looks like Dad's not gonna be home for a while, and that could possibly have an impact on how bad this gets.
And I really do believe that it could. Definitely could. I just remembered again what I was going to say.
Come on, Gemma.
I know. What the
Come
hell?
on.
It was something else. It wasn't it was the recorder. So again, I might have told this on Friday night, but we were just going through like my stuff on my Google Drive, my OneDrive or whatever it's called. I don't even know. And so what I do at night is I sleep again by the window, and there's a little end table there, and I set my phone on the end table. And before Jake Smith got me my Bluetooth earbuds and smartwatch, thank you, Jake, I would have the ones with the wire. So I'd plug the wire in, put the earbuds in my ear on my iPhone, and fall asleep. Even if I rolled over, there was enough pull there that the phone would stay. We came across a recording from August 21st, 2021. Now, Ray, my son's father, snores very loudly. At first, I didn't recognize that that's what it was until my mom and Damien said that's someone snoring. I know I don't snore. And if I did, I know Ray's snore. You guys know I've been with him 6 years. So where he is across the room from me is about maybe, 10 feet, 15 feet. But what we heard, Damien, you can kind of explain it better.
So what we heard was, so basically, like she said, she stays there with her headphones in, and what you could hear, so her son, you guys know how, 3-4-year-olds are. When they're up and they're moving, it's not just like running. They make noise, whether they cry, they laugh, they call for their parents, they say something. So we have this recording of the phone. And like she said, they sleep on opposite sides of the room, her and her husband, because she sleeps with, RJ. And I don't know why that. But anyway, so we took looked at the recording, and it sounds like it was all. At first, you hear snoring, really, really loud, and we were able to pick up that it was most likely Ray snoring, just because she said she recognized it, but it sounds like it's like right, like the phone's right underneath him. But then in the background, you can hear something running from like one side of the room to the other, and they're not making any noise. Because at first, I was thinking, okay, it's RJ, he's up or something. He turned the phone on. But then, you got to think, well, he would make noise. He would be laughing. He would be crying. He would have fallen, something like that. There was no movement, no other noise but just the movement and the snoring. And someone had to start it. Someone had to turn it on. Someone had to put it by Ray because it wasn't there in the first place. someone had to put it back by Gemma so that when she woke up the next day, it was still there.
In
And
perfect
in the
positioning,
perfect
plugged in.
position. And even plugged into her headphones. And it doesn't make sense because if she didn't do it and her, Ray didn't do it, RJ definitely didn't do it, and there's nobody else supposedly in the house. So, and it's like a late night recording too. It's not like it was like,
It
2 p.m.
happened at around like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm trying to find it now. I wish I knew how to get to it. I would play that for you guys
It was
too.
in one of you were trying to record MP3 audio, and you found it in your MP3.
Yep, I have no idea how to do that, but next time, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely, because that was definitely interesting. Like he said, if that was my son, RJ had just turned 3, right? Sweetly Morbid Bear, exactly, little people. He would not have been able to very quietly, first of all, get over me getting out of bed or get to the bottom and get off without me feeling it. Then to come all the way around the bed or jump or crawl over me without me waking up. I'm a very light sleeper. Unplug my headphones, take the phone, go in, figure out how to not only record it, but record it however it's recorded, because it's not just like a video recording.
You have to like type something in and
you
find
have to type it in. I do not snore. I do not sleepwalk. No, it was
This
not
was like
me.
no, this was serious running. Like someone was booking it from back.
But it was so quiet.
But it was nothing but footsteps. It
And
wasn't
was like,
banging.
they would go up to Ray and put the phone speaker, like where it was recording, right. It was right underneath his pillow, and then move it, and then they kept it there and would run back and forth, then grab it and run back. I'm gonna find it, guys, and maybe in a week or two, or maybe the next time we do the EVPs for my mom's, I'm going there. My birthday's March 1st, Tuesday, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. I'll probably be there from March 4th to March 6th. Lord willing, possibly earlier, but hopefully not.
So I've tried to sleep with a phone recording 3 times, and every single time, for some reason, my phone just dies. I think I don't charge my phone ever, and when I go to sleep
Why
with a
don't you
phone
leave
recording.
it plugged in?
Yeah, I don't actually have a plug near my bed. So when I go to sleep, I have to plug my phone in across the room.
Because I was gonna say that thing I gave you, that stand-up charger thing.
Yeah.
That would have been perfect because
I
you
want to
can
get
stand
something
up
with
and
night vision for when you come, so we can try to record some sort of a sleep thing.
I'm gonna figure that out. They have an app that does that you leave your phone plugged in, you turn on the app, and I heard it works really well. We're gonna look into all this stuff, guys, and maybe do like a once a month where we check in with you guys, and I can do recordings around my house, which I know is haunted. Definitely, there are secret passageways all over my house.
Yeah,
there's weird stuff going on in my house, and we can do that for you guys. Nicole, yeah, I will definitely find it. What I want to do is just play the audio one more time. If anyone wants a copy, I think I've got Ghost Dragons, Mr. Crowley, and anyone else that wants one, please type it in the chat. I'm going to play it again. We'll talk for a few more minutes, and then we will end it, but we will be back next month at some point to play, hopefully, like a little better quality ones. I want to play this one, like Mr. Crowley said, slowing it down frame by frame as well. So if somebody can do that, we'll be back even sooner.
Definitely.
I just want to, Taylor Stryker says, I knew that's why I liked you so much, a fellow March baby. However, you're a Pisces and I'm an Aries. You're water, I'm fire, but that's probably why I feel like we would be great friends, balance each other out. Taylor, I definitely agree. People always say, oh, Pisces and Aries don't go together, even as like friends or romantic couples. And I've got to tell you, my best female friend in the entire world, Donna Messenger, was just in here. She is in Aries. And my best friend that used to be like a sister, we didn't really have a falling out, but like she got off drugs and alcohol long before I did. So the relationship kind of just faded. She is also an Aries. There's a thing with Pisces and Aries friendships and Pisces and Leo relationships. I don't know. I always say like, ooh, I would never date a Leo. I would never date a Gemini. But I think fire and water does definitely attract. My dad is a Sagittarius dating a Cancer. I'm surrounded by Cancers. Ray's a Cancer. RJ's a triple Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. My mom's a Cancer. My stepdad's a Cancer. I'm just like, okay. But guys,
that's a Cancer?
Huh?
I didn't know Dad was Cancer.
Yep. He's right there on the cusp. So what I want to say real quick is Moon Bear Oracle is up, guys. It's once a month Oracle readings, intuitive Oracle readings from yours truly, one for each astrological sign. I'm going to be doing videos on crystals, herbs, candle magic, things that I'm learning in school to become a high priestess. What I can give to you guys eventually down the line, there's going to be courses, classes I'm going to give. I do personal intuitive Oracle readings. I can do it remotely or one-on-one. Email me for the Oracle readings at moonbearoracle@gmail.com if you guys want a personal. Check out the channel Moon Bear Oracle. Please like and subscribe. I'm trying to grow that channel. I've got like 73 subscribers already, which actually isn't bad because I just started it last week. And if you have encounters with the supernatural or paranormal that I can make a part of my listener encounter series, because I only have a few short ones, which is why I can't make the next one, or for any other correspondence, email me at gemmajadeparanormal@gmail.com. And yeah, so I'm going to play it one more time, guys. Let's do it. Who's here? He said, "Come here, bitch." Is that what he said? Oh, bitch.
Dude.
Who's here?
What was that?
I'm talking over it. Who's here? Whoever's here, just tell me one more time, please. What do you want? What do you want here? Is there a gate here? Hi.
Oh, you're playing with fire.
Who's in here? What do you want? I had a hot dog and Coke. I don't know. Who's the shadow entity? Well, who are you? Who are you?
Yep.
The shadow entity. Oh, Jesus. You just want to know what you want. You're welcome. I know demon. Speak
now so I can hear you. Who is the hooded figure?
What do you want?
Can you speak any clearer? Okay, I'm gonna go down for a little bit.
Okay, that creeps me out. When I said, what do you
That was
want?
yeah.
Something growled and said, Damien.
And then I heard something now new. I heard when we went in dad's room. You can actually hear the door open right after I heard "Get out of here," and then so, oof.
And what's weird too, I heard when I said, "Is there a djinn here?" Something said, "Here, Gemma," which is very strange because Gemma is, my YouTube name.
Although we do watch her around the house. So.
Yeah, that's true too. And I request you call me Gemma when we're live streaming. And also, we did hear something funny. We heard someone go, "Hey," like the fawn.
There's some things in there that I think it just picked. I think sometimes obviously there's margins for error, but
right.
Most like the dude and
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
funny.
He's real loud, dude.
Cassie heard hot dog and Coke too, so it wasn't just me. Because at first I thought it said, "I'll like cut your throat," and I was like, "Meh." And I heard Tony again, and I heard that really loud growl that said, "No one's here," and that just really I'm stuck on that. I keep hearing Sonia, but when I said, "What do you want?" it growled and said, "Damien." I think there also is a grumpy ass old man. I think that there's
it sounds like the vibe of a grumpy ass old man.
But you know what? I heard a little kid also say,
I did as well.
What?
I heard a kid
like
say
that.
what when I said, "What do you want?" I also heard a kid say, "Help me."
And I think what's going on is we probably have several entities, Sonia, 2 little kids, a grumpy old man, who are all being held there by this demonic entity. When Mr. Crowley and or Ghost Dragons breaks this down for us and we play it again, okay? No, that wasn't a person. I believe you guys are going to hear some of the other stuff that I was hearing, like Sonia. I keep hearing someone say Sonia.
I heard me a bunch.
Damien. And I heard I don't want to talk about it. I did hear that.
I heard that. I heard that the second time I went through. There's definitely, when you listen, you definitely pick up a lot of just creepy things in there that don't seem like coincidence to me. I mean, we got names in there that nobody else in the house. I mean, they're saying the 3 names are the only 3 people in the house.
It did say mom's name for sure.
I heard mom's name. I heard your name. I heard my name. I heard a few family member names.
Yeah, there was that going on there too. I swear, guys, at 1 minute and 52 seconds, though, I'm not going crazy. Somebody just comes in and goes, but it was in like a growling voice. It wasn't funny. It said, "Behold," like
I thought I heard someone say the Lord.
Someone said the Lord, and then someone immediately
said, "What
either
do you
before
want?"
or after said Satan. Someone said like, "Oh Lord," or when I said, "What do you want?" someone said the Lord. And I even commented on it. I said, "Oh, the Lord," and then someone said, "No, Satan." So, but 2 different voices. And yes, they're very aware of his abilities. The problem is they're aware of my mother's abilities, which she is not aware of. And that's the problem.
But yes, that's a...
My mom doesn't realize how powerful she is. My mom's main spirit guide is a very, very old, ancient Native American Cherokee Nation chief who is an ancestor of ours. One person said when I said, "What do you want, the Lord?" and then somebody else said, "No, Satan," or the Lord Satan. Oh my God.
It could have also been the Lord together. Satan. That would be even more.
when I heard I don't want to talk about it, I got to be honest with you, I really got teared up and I started thinking of Jeff, Damien's biological father, who had passed away, you know, less than a week before I was
I don't
there.
even want to think about it.
I don't either, Damien. I didn't even know if I should bring it up, but I just have to tell you that when I heard I don't want to
As
talk
soon as
about
I
it,
heard that, though, I put together what you put together, and I think in my head that,
yeah,
yeah.
definitely. And I've gotten visitations from him I'll eventually talk to you about. But all right, guys, it's time for us to end because I have some work to do. But
All right,
I
everyone.
really, Damien, I'm gonna let you say goodbye after I do my whole little
Yeah.
spiel here. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. I love all of you. Thank you for being so patient. Thank you. I didn't know how this was going to go. I was like, this probably won't work, so we could just talk about the paranormal, but it worked beautifully. Mr. Crowley and Ghost Dragons. I'm going to send you guys copies of this, SMB copies. Yeah, thank you guys for all your support and for being so sweet and kind. And I'll see you again Wednesday night for my Intuitive Oracle live stream. Thank you so much, Cassie. Everybody, I can't even go by name. Thank you. If you need anything or if you have stories to tell, definitely encounter stories. Email me, GemmaJadeParanormal@gmail.com. If you want a personal intuitive oracle reading from me remotely or live, moonbearoracle@gmail.com, and check out Moonbear Oracle on YouTube. Jake Smith, I will talk to you in a little bit, sweetheart. Everybody else, I just love you guys so, so, so much. And thanks again. You know, can someone get rid of Bitcoin, please? I'll do it.
Stop promoting Bitcoin and NFTs.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
They came in last night and they're like, "Hi, Gemma." So I'm like, "Oh, maybe it's just somebody who like made money off Bitcoin." But no, it's someone promoting Bitcoin on my channel. Good night, guys. Love you so much. And be kind to each other and yourselves. And definitely make sure you don't mess with anything that you don't know what you're doing. Okay. Cowie Snyder, welcome. And I'll see you guys next time. Damien, you want to say anything?
Just thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for being so supportive. I hope to do more, videos and just, figure some stuff out. And thanks for all the help. You guys definitely helped us put a few pieces together. Hope to see you guys soon. Thanks for all the support.
We'll be back definitely in a few weeks or a month at the latest, guys. Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Damien, I'll message you.
I don't know how we do this. Do I
go into StreamYard and you see the red X that says leave studio?
Yes. All
Hit
right.
that
Text
and you're
me.
done.
All right. Bye.
Bye, babe.